Hi guys, my name is Viola, and in today's lesson we'll learn about the corresponding rests that go along with the notes we've learned so far. These were the 5 different kinds of notes that we learned. This was the quarter note or the crotchet, the half note or the minim, the dotted half note or a dotted minim, a whole note or a semi-breve, and a quaver or an eighth note. Each of these notes has a corresponding rest which has the same number of counts as the note has. But a rest just means that you don't have to play anything for that much amount of time. So if I have a quarter rest, then I won't play anything for 1 count. If I have a quarter note, I play something for 1 count. So that's all it means. Let's see how the rests look. So for a quarter note, the rest looks like this. I just draw like the Harry Potter sign and I put a C. Or you can just make a zigzag sign. In case you're not able to draw this, then you can draw it this way. And this has 1 count, just like the quarter note. Similarly, you have a minim rest, which usually sits on the 3rd line on the staff lines. So we'll do that a little later of how it looks on the staff lines. But this is how it looks in general. This is a half rest, and it has 2 counts. Again, same like how the note, same as the note. Then, for a dotted half note, we again have a dotted half rest. So it's again the same thing, but just as you put a dot for the note, we again put a dot for the rest. That's it. And this also has 3 counts. A whole note, a semi-breve, would have a whole rest, which is just an inverted sign of the half rest. So there's nothing much, but you just, or you can just say a hat that's upside down, if that could help you remember what it is. So this is a whole rest, and it has 4 counts. A quaver has a quaver rest, which looks like a 7 with a dot on top. So that's a quaver rest, and it has only half a count. Again, exactly like the note. As I mentioned earlier, the rest just means that we don't play anything for those number of counts or those number of beats. So let's apply it to this rhythm. I've written a rhythm in 2/4 time. And we will again count with walk, walk, running, half note, but we have to start counting with according to the time signatures from now on. So let's look at this. Now we have a quarter note and we have a quarter rest, so I still get walk and walk. The number of counts it gets is the same, so it's going to be walk, 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 and 2 quavers is going to be running and half note at the end. So it's just walk, 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 running, half note. But we do not clap, we will not clap on the quarter rest and the quaver rest. Let's clap it now. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Walk, 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 running, half note. That's how it's going to be. Again, walk, 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 running, half note. So every time I play the note, I'm going to clap it. But when I don't have to play the note, I'll just open my palms. And let's see how it goes again. Ready, start. Walk, 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 running, half note. Now that we know how it's supposed to sound, let's clap it according to the time signature. So I'll write the counts below the notes. So instead of walk, walk, I'll write 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Again, I put the hyphen because I have to hold the note, and is because I have to play this. These are 2 quavers, so I divide the beat into 2 parts. So instead of running, I make it 2 and. That's all. So I'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Let's clap it. Here we go. Ready, start. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So if you notice, it sounds exactly the same as we counted with walk, walk, running, half note. Now let's look at another rhythm in 3/4 time. Over here you must have noticed that I have written a whole rest which is supposed to have 4 counts, but your time signature is 3/4. So what's going to happen with this? How do I put in 4 counts in 3/4 time? The rule here is that any empty measure is denoted or represented by a whole rest. So if there's a measure that I don't have to play anything in, then I denote it with a whole rest. I just put a whole rest there. So even if I have a whole rest here, I will still count it as 1, 2, 3 because my time signature is 3/4. I do not change it. Now let's write the counts for this rhythm. So I have 1-2 because it's a half note, and under this quarter rest I'll put 3 because the time signature is 3. I have to make sure that every measure has 3 counts. We won't be counting with walk and running anymore. So I have 1-2, this becomes 3, and I have 1-2-3 because I'm not going to play anything for 3 counts. Then I have 2 quavers, so I divide the beat into 2 parts. So my first beat will be 1 and, so I'll write it that way. And then I have a quarter note or a crotchet which gets the second beat, and the quarter rest gets the third beat. So this is how it is. Let's clap it now. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. That was too fast, I guess. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. Now let's do one last rhythm in 4/4 time, and let's apply the 7 tones that we did in the previous lesson to this and see how it sounds on the piano along with the rests. For that, we'll first write the beats below the notes, and we have to make sure that every measure has 4 counts because the time signature is 4/4. So let's write the beats first. So my half note gets 2 counts, so I get 1-2. My half rest will again get 2 counts, so it gets the third and the fourth beat. Then my quarter note gets 1. Again, the quarter rest gets the second beat, only the second beat because it's 1 count. Now my third beat is again it's divided into 2 parts. There are 2 quavers. So I'll divide it as 3 and. Same as running, so I'll divide it as 3 and. And then 4 and again, because again there are 2 quavers. But the 4 from the 4 and is the rest. So we'll see how to clap that in a bit. And then we have a quarter note, and then again a dotted half note which gets the last 3 beats of the measure. So let's clap it slowly. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll point it out and you clap along. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's clap it one more time so you're thorough with it. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll just write the 7 tones below, and then we can just choose a few of these. So we'll just choose a few of these and put them under these notes, and then we'll see how it sounds on the piano. So let's say, maybe I'll take G, A, B. Put this below the notes. So let's say maybe starting with G, and I don't have anything here. And say B, A, B. G. And keeping the metronome on so that we don't miss any beat. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it again. 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. For practice, just create random rhythms using these time signatures. Just make sure that every measure has those number of counts or beats, and keep practicing it. Use the metronome, keep playing it, clapping it, because usually when you sight read, it's not this theoretical knowledge that makes sight reading difficult, but it is these rhythms that really bring you down and make sight reading slow. So if you keep doing this, keep practicing whatever you've done till now, definitely staff reading is going to be easy for you. Also, our next lesson is going to be the first lesson on staff lines. So in case you haven't subscribed yet, then please do subscribe so you don't miss out on the video. Here's a small challenge for you. You have to play this tune on your respective instruments, and remember to play till you reach the double bar line, and then mention the name of this tune in the comments section below. Keep practicing and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.